Cadets from the 2003 Wildlife Officer Training School walk to the podium to take the pledge and receive their diplomas. For many of them, this will be their career choice for the next 30 years.
Eric Lane, State Wildlife Officer, assigned to Perry County, and I've been on for 10 years now.
My name is Jose Ramirez, and I've been with the Ohio Division of Wildlife for over 16 years.
I've been with the Division of Wildlife for approximately 10 years.
It's an occupation that was made or designed just for me.
Present. Talk.
A wildlife officer's motivation often comes from the gut. They believe in their work, conservation, and as law enforcement officers.
Law enforcement is a very tight-knit community. You'll find that different police agencies, from the State Highway Patrol to sheriff's departments to municipal departments. The Division of Wildlife is no different. As a matter of fact, I think we're probably, as an officer corps, more tight-knit than some law enforcement agencies.
We're kind of a close-knit type family in the unit, and all the guys work together real well. Everybody gets along. Whenever something needs to be done, we all pitch in together.
We train together, work together, so we form friendships and also a good professional relationship.
I feel like we have some of the best training.
We do a lot of training throughout the year, and our instructors are trained real well to teach us how to handle various situations that we may get involved in.
The training is some of the top-notch and some of the best, and we've got some of the finest instructors.
6 months at the academy, just taking us through a pretty intense time, and plus after the academy we have training 6 times a year. We have anything that comes out. If we need it and we have a reason for it, we probably will get it. The division's very good about giving its officers and employees top-notch equipment.
It is a wonderful job, being able to work your own schedule for the most part. You get good equipment. As you can see, I have a nice state vehicle to do my patrolling in, and you know, it's just wonderful getting out there and seeing some beautiful country. Kind of hard to retire from that.
I wish I would have started sooner. I wish the 9 years that I have at this other company, I wish I would have had those 9 years with the Division of Wildlife.
As a wildlife officer, you have so much opportunity. If you wanted to be a biologist, if you wanted to do education, you could do all of those things as a wildlife officer, because you are in the county and you have, you can call a wildlife area manager and say, hey, I want to trap turkeys with you guys tomorrow. Would you mind that? Or you're doing an educational, you're doing a program, you're doing public speaking.
You never know what's going to happen today. I interacted with 1st and 4th graders for 5-6 hours. Tomorrow I'm going to be out checking bow hunters, so it's never the same.
I can make a difference. I love to teach. I love to talk to the youth. And most definitely I like to enforce the game laws of the state of Ohio, so they're around for a long time. When I get up and jump into my truck, I could be doing a host of different things. I could do up to 20 or 30 things in one day that are totally different from each other.
I worked in a factory for 2 years, and then I decided this is not what I want, and I remember that contact from that wildlife officer, and from then on I had a goal, and that was to be a wildlife officer. It was definitely, I have to say, more than what I had expected. The Division of Wildlife is like a family. Once you're in a position for quite a while, you get to know people and they become like family. So it's much better than I ever expected.
It's the greatest occupation on earth, and before this, I always tell people that I wanted to be a comedian, but people laughed at me for that, so I quit that and came in with the Division of Wildlife.
I've had a couple of younger guys call me and talk to me, ask me about the job, and want to know my thoughts about it. And I tell them that they can't go wrong with this job. It's amazing. It's amazing 24 hours a day. But I tell them they need to make a decision early, that that's what they want, and go after it. You go through volunteer, you go stop at a wildlife area, go to the district office, let them know who you are and that you're interested. But mainly you need your education. You need to graduate, and you got to have all the requirements made. And don't give up. So you can get this job if you want it. If you want it bad enough and work hard enough, you can have this job.